All right, welcome to Creator Hardware, and well, I built a rack-mounted gaming PC. Now keep in mind, this is more about a chassis review than actually the gaming PC, because it's just components I had lying around. It's more about my future editing PC, which will probably be in this case. Now the chassis itself is a SilverStone RM44. Now this chassis is designed for, well, compute, not storage. It only has places for SATA SSDs. It does not have any place to mount hard drives at all. Now up front, it has a full open grille with capacity for 3 120mm fans, as well as rear 40mm fans. Now we gotta have RGB for a gaming PC. It makes it go faster, right? Now components real quick, I used an Arctic Liquid Freezer 360 RGB, because it's got to have RGB if it's gaming. The motherboard is actually out of my NAS. It's a AMD 3600X. Not really worried about it. It was more about temperature testing. And then I'm using an RTX 3080 Ti from EVGA. Now it's important to note, if you're going to any sort of 40 series or the future 50 series, these will not fit in this chassis. The connector will hit the lid. It will not fit. And they're even longer than a 30 series. So if you're going with one of those, you're gonna need to step up to a 5U, not a 4U. My 3080 fits in here fine. Cable's a little tight, but other than that, it fits fine. I built this already in my Rosewill case. It used to be my NAS. Now temperature testing between the Rosewill case and this chassis, my GPU temperatures dropped 5 to 10 C just on the chassis change. That's huge. CPU temperatures, I'm not even going to get into. They were like 20 C difference, but that's mostly because of the cooler, not airflow. So that's irrelevant. But for my future use of this chassis are a 7950 or a 9950, and well, those get hot. And I'm probably going to use the same GPU, so that's why I was doing this test. Now I looked at the Slinger chassis. I think Elijah had them in his AMD upgrade. Those are good, except they're short. They literally barely fit a 30 series GPU. They're not gonna fit liquid cooling. And I know, just like Elijah had to leave the top off for one of his rigs because he didn't have a cooler that fit. And I didn't want to run into those issues with the chassis where I couldn't fit the cooling that I wanted. So, well, this is the chassis I got. Overall, I'm actually really happy. It runs cool, it runs quiet. Whether the grill is closed or not, noise is really important to me. I don't like a noisy system annoying me. Like right now, I cannot hear this running at all. I can, however, hear the fan in my editing PC over there, my power supply. Power supply fan for some reason is starting to get noisy. Common with that EVGA power supply. I don't want to tear the whole system apart to replace it because in a Be Quiet case, they kind of suck to replace. But anyway, even with the grill closed, it's quiet. Now I've gone into the BIOS, custom tuned for noise, so it's not noisy even under full load. Having a 360 AIO is really good at dissipating heat and not keeping it by the CPU. A lot of thermal mass in there with the fluid. If you've dealt with a lot of server chassis, the IOs usually suck. Now, a nice feature about this chassis is it has USB-C at the front. It's an easy power button. You don't have to actually use the key to unlock the front grille. You can lock it so it doesn't flop open. But I'm really impressed with this chassis. It works really well for my needs. Gets a computer off my desk and into my server rack, which I already own. And it's right near my desk, so I don't need to do any sort of remote stuff. So get subscribed if you want to see me build my actual editing PC in a server chassis. Hope you enjoyed this video. As always, thanks for watching. This is Creator Hardware.